Hello, hello, bonjour, bonsoir, bonjour, bonsoir, belle moon, béni, ça passe, qui jonye. Hello, beautiful blessed people. I hope all is well. If not, I'm sending you so much love your way. Whew, I know it's been a while. Has it been a while? I feel like it's been a while since I've been um, here and doing a weekly reading or oracle reading for the collective. And your girl has just been going through a powerful shift, powerful shift, a powerful, I feel like an up leveling in my intuitive journey, which I talk about all about on the Zen Wellness space. I talk about um, intuitive wellness and what that means in regards to all dimensions of wellness, from physical, mental, financial, cultural, environmental wellness. That's what I'm here as the Zen Wellness Mama to talk about, is the intuitive way you can flow and be and feel well. And in terms of spiritual wellness, there has been an up leveling for me, and I'm sure the collective as well. We are in a 7 year, and there's a spiritual up leveling happening for all of us, I truly feel. And as I'm in my 8 year, I'm just really feeling that embodiment of it and what it means to show up. With my gifts and with my intuitive gifts. And so my intention today for coming on, Spirit was strong. It says time for you. Your rest is over. Time for you to get up and share a message with the collective. Share a message with the collective. And this will be a little bit different. I know I've been on my channel for a while talking about human design and doing specific oracle messages based on each human design type. But Spirit said today we're doing a oracle message based on each element. So we have of the 4 elements, we have fire, earth, air, water. And so I will be doing a spread on, well, first an overall energy reading spread. And I have some cards here, my Moonology cards, because we just finished up that new moon in Aries. And so we're still in the energies of the new moon in Aries at the time of me filming this on March 23rd. And you know, the luminary or the new moons or any type of big lunar shifts, I feel really happens 3 days before the actual event and 3 days after. So we're still in that energy, as the new moon happened earlier this week, and it happened in Aries at 0 degrees. So I will be speaking a little bit about that, pulling cards on that, as well as pulling cards and seeing what Spirit has to say in regards to this big, powerful shift that we're having. I did write it down because I knew I would forget. So the intention for today is elemental support through radical shifts. Elemental support through radical shifts. So we'll be pulling cards based on each element: earth, water, fire, air, and just giving some support on how we can support ourselves through this radical shift, through this 7 year, through this revolutionary time that we're going on. The time of me filming this, Pluto just entered into Aquarius, and we'll talk a little bit about that, but that's the intention today. And so grab your tea, grab your water, grab your liquor, your wine, your smoke, whatever you feel, and we'll get into it. We'll dive right into it, starting with the planetary alignment. Then we'll do the overall energy for the collective in regards to the new moon in Aries, as well as this radical shift and this revolutionary shift that we're entering. And then I will pull individual cards. I've already blessed the decks and pulled all the cards for each element. So if you are a fire sun sign, you might want to check out fire. If you're a fire moon, you might want to check out fire. If you are a fire side and you feel like you need a little bit more water, you might want to check out some water to help cool your emotions down, to cool some of that heat down. If you feel like you're really needing some information, some data, some connection, maybe you want to check out air. If you really feel like you need to get grounded at this time, maybe you want to check out earth. use your intuition, right? Here at the Zen Wellness Space, we use our intuition. We lead with our intuition. If you want to just check out the timestamps and the numbers and look at what numbers are calling to you in this moment, do whichever you feel intuitively feels good for you at this time. So pick a pile, do all of the readings however you intuitively feel. That's what we're flowing with right now, right? Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to take a little sip of water because I could feel we're going to be going in. We going in, and we need to hydrate. We need to hydrate, right? During this time, the Aquarius is a lot of people think that it's a water sign, right? It's a water sign, but what Aquarius is really doing is the waters of the higher mind, that futuristic thinking is carrying those waters and carrying those emotions and kind of pouring it back into the collective. So as the water bearer. So that's kind of how I see Aquarius. But let's talk about astrology a little bit. This week is one of the most powerful weeks, not only this year, radical shifts in a long time. You know, we're just coming up this month, period, March. We just finished Saturn entering into Pisces, which is a transit that doesn't happen too often. I believe every 7 years. Mars is moving finally out of moving out of Gemini into Cancer, and it's been in Gemini since August 2022. So what has Mars, the planet of war, of action, of doing things, of initiation, what is it, what was the story while it was in Gemini? Was it communicating something to you? Did you have some, maybe some words, some information, some data from your collective, from your siblings, from your parents, from just anywhere? What came up for you since August 2022 that is ending now? We are in the final degrees of Mars leaving Gemini. So when we are at the final degree of anything, it's kind of like that powerful, all of those lessons from the cycle before in this 29-degree energy. So watch out, because Mars is the planet of war, of aggression, of being accident prone. So just really tread lightly if you're watching this live or watching this soon around the energies of Mars leaving Gemini and entering into Cancer. Just something to be mindful of. And then we also have, what else is going on this week? It's, like I said, it's a very, very powerful week. Earlier this week, we had the spring equinox. So happy equinox to everybody. The sun moved into Aries. We're in Aries season. Happy birthday. Happy solar return to all of my Aries. One of my best friends is an Aries. So shout out to you. Love you, girl. This will feel like a fresh start for us, right? Spring, things are new, things are beginning. This is a fresh start for us. So do something spontaneous, do something innovative. Aries, the initiator, the baby of the zodiac, right? Let's get shit done. Just do it. That just do it energy. And then we started the eclipse season. It's the start of the eclipse season. We're in kind of like that shadowy phase of the eclipse season. We had the new moon in Aries on Tuesday, which is bringing in the high energy, that just do it energy. It's time to write those I am statements. So what are you wanting to initiate? It's a cardinal sign. So, the initiator, Aries, is that initiator energy. So what are you wanting to initiate now? Based on the story that Mars and Geminis had to tell you, Mars rules Aries, right? So it's kind of linked into the story. Act now on something that you've wanted to do and head your goal towards that. Really a time, if you're doing any ritual work, to get clarity on what you want, what you need, what you want to manifest. Whereas the new moon happened at 0 degrees in Aries, right? 0 degrees is that manifestation energy. We can manifest. This is a potent time to manifest, but we want to really get clear on what we want, right? Everything with intention. We want to have the intention to be really clear on what we want and what we desire, so we can go ahead and initiate that. This is the beginning of the year. This is the beginning of the solar year. Happy New Year, right? So what do you want to manifest at the end of the year once Pisces season ends and closes out? Wednesday, we had the moon conjunctive Jupiter. So when the moon conjuncts Jupiter, the moon and Jupiter is really talking to each other. They're really, it's a great time to put things in motions, to journal, to write things down. And then today is the beginning of a new era, Pluto entering into Pisces. This is initiating us into freedom, power to the people, power to the people. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. So Pluto entering into Aquarius. It enters into Aquarius today. And the energy of Pluto is really evolve or die. Okay, Pluto will put you through it in order for you to evolve. In order for you to evolve, Pluto is that transformation energy, that rise of the phoenix, right? But from the ashes, we rise up, right? We rise up, we evolve. We evolve. So it's time to invest in the evolution, right? Pluto is also the energies of the fall of the monarchy, fall of those power dynamics that are really trying to set the collective back. Pluto in Aquarius speaks to Aquarius is again the waters of the higher mind, the higher bearers of the water minds. This is a time where the collective also, well, we'll talk about the history of the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, but this is a time, I feel it, there has never been a time in astrology where everybody in the world is so aware of the collective, of the ethers, of the cosmic weather that is going on. So this is a very, 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 very powerful time for us. And Aquarius is all about community care, right? The 11th house, it rules the 11th house of community care. So really using your intuitive gifts, I feel like, to really lead the way and to charge in this revolution, in this evolution. So look to see where Pluto is landing in your house. I know for me, in your particular house in astrology, I know for me, Pluto is entering in my 6th house of work, health, daily habits, all of that. So Pluto is really asking me, it's like, girl, it's your time to evolve or die, okay? Now is your time to put your work out there, to show your shifts, to help heal the collective. And I've been hiding in the shadows, and Pluto's like, girl, you better get that shit done. You better evolve, or it's all going to come crashing down on you, right? So I'm going to take that heed, take that word, because I know it's happening in that 6th house of work, routine, daily habits. This whole time while Pluto was in Capricorn, in my 5th house, is really telling me, like, what brings you joy, what daily habits really bring you joy that can help you sustain your daily work. So those are some of the ways that you can look at your houses to kind of see the themes that are going on in your life. What else is going on? Yeah, so the fall of the monarchy, identity politics, it's all about community care, recognizing the humanity in our problems. And boy, do we have problems. Okay, we have so many problems. Our earth is crying to us right now. It's like, save me. We have the power to do that, right? We have the power to save Mother Gaia. We have the power to save Mother Earth, but it requires us to work as a collective, to work for it requires humanity. It requires us to work together, right? To recognize the humanity in the problems, to find solutions, and find our individual part to play. So what individual part do you have to play? As we are evolving, as the collective is evolving, what individual part do you have to play? I know for me, I have claimed that I'm the oracle of hope and inspiration, dedicated to nurturing and bringing joy, hope, and equanimity to marginalized communities, specifically Black mothers, from preconception to conscious parenting. That is how I feel that I am playing my individual part in the community collective. So how are you doing that today? Take some time today while Pluto is entering into Aquarius, and keeping in mind that it's going to retrograde back into Capricorn. So we're just simply getting a taste. So while it's retrograding back into Capricorn, take that time to really figure out what your role is, because we need you. We need your special gifts. We need your special intuitive gifts. If we want to save this world, if we want to save this humanity, if we want to save this planet, okay? I need you. I can't do this alone. You can't, your neighbor can't do this alone. We need to do this as a collective. And that's what Pluto in Aquarius is telling us, that we need to do this as a collective, recognizing our power as a collective. We can do this. We can do this, right? And let's talk about the last time that Pluto was in Aquarius, okay? The last time that Pluto was in Aquarius was the 1700s. I don't think I have the particular dates here, but it was the 1700s. We had the American Revolution, we had the French Revolution, we had the Haitian Revolution, i.e. Bobo, i.e. Bobo, below low, okay? We had the, talk about power to the people, recognizing their intuitive gifts, recognizing their spiritual gifts, to what? Become the first Black Republic, free Black Republic, okay? I.e. Bobo. Go ahead and put that in the comments. I.e. Bobo. Okay? Shift is happening. Shift is changing. That was the last time Pluto was in Aquarius. The French Revolution. What is going on in France right now? I just looked and I saw people getting the riots and the revolts, and because of what's going on in, they're fighting against what the patriarchy, whatever that system is trying to do over there. I think it has something to do with retirements and benefits, and so they're protesting that. French Revolution in France. Come on now. We see what's going on in Haiti right now. Come on now. We see what's going, the American Revolution. We see what's going on in America right now. Come on now. When a Pluto goes back into Aquarius, we're going to be in midterm season, I believe. It's going to be during election season or midterm season in 2024, I believe. So come on now. Watch the patterns. Watch the patterns. Watch the patterns. What else do I want to say? Yes, the discovery, Uranus was discovered. And what is the planet of Uranus? Sporadic change. So we're going to have some sporadic change. Uranus was discovered the last time Pluto was in Aquarius. The Industrial Revolution, and we're seeing, okay, the Industrial Revolution, but we're seeing that with technology, with AI taking over, with all of this artificial intelligence. I feel like it's a technology, Bitcoin, all of these things, like a technical revolution, right? The Bible was translated into English. So before you had to talk to a priest, before you had to study to be an astrologer, take astronomy, all of that, it's right at our fingertips, right? We don't need to go to a priest. We don't need to go to church necessarily. We can have church ourselves as a collective in our home by our altars, right? Yeah, there's so many things that I could say about this, but we'll get into the cards. Okay, now let's see what Spirit has to say. Like I said, I pulled cards on each individual. Let's see if we can get this in frame, y'all. Okay, I'll be back. And we're back. All right, so post new moon in Aries, as you may or may not know if you're new to my channel, the way that I like to do my new moons or around any like big lunar astrological energy, I like to use my, I don't have the showing of the deck, but my Moonology manifestation deck. And I like to pull a card. So pull a card of the current lunation. And we are currently under the new moon in Aries, the new moon in Aries. And what I do is I shuffle the deck with intention, and then I pull a card, pull the card before and after, pull the card before and after the new moon in Aries. So the energy before the new moon in Aries is telling me the past. The energy is after the new moon in Aries is telling me the future. And the new moon in Aries is obviously the current situation. So the current situation, new moon in Aries, is telling us to go for it, So again, I talked about this in the beginning when talking about Aries and just like that initiation that initiation energy, like that time. So what do you need to go for at this time? What do you need to initiate? What do you need to do, again, in order to help kind of harness that power for the collective shift that we're entering right now? And the excuse me, previously, or in the past energy, Spirit's been saying to take inspired action. So where have you taken inspired action that is now asking you to go for it? Where have you been inspired to take action and you've been kind of sitting with it and you've been kind of waiting on it, maybe being too critical about your thoughts, maybe being too critical or waiting for the right moment? Y'all, this is reading me for filth. Maybe where have you been too critical, waiting for the right moment to launch that offering, to launch that product, to launch that service? When have you been waiting to take inspired action? Spirit's really saying to go for it now. Go for it now. Don't wait anymore. It's time to do it. Time to get out there. It doesn't matter if it's perfect, Virgo. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. Go for it. Do it. Do it. And keep an open heart. Keep an open mind. Find balance in it. First quarter moon in Libra. Find balance. Keep an open heart. Keep an open mind, knowing that you could always go back and edit and revise and clear and find the perfect balance, the perfect harmony. But right now, Spirit's asking you to just do it. Put that soul love offering out there, Christine. Put that service out there. Start that yoga training. Start that YouTube channel. Start that, buy that tarot deck. Do it now. Take inspired action and go for it. And keep an open heart. Keep an open mind. And the angels are really saying now it's time to, if you're nervous, focus on service. Again, we talked about Aquarius, the collective, serving the collective, right? If you get nervous about initiating that thing, about starting that thing, focus on service. The angels are saying, put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? Wow, this is perfect. And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. So if you're scared, if you're nervous to put that thing out there, to take initiation, to go for it, Spirit's really asking you, focus on service. So even though you're scared to put this out there, how will it serve you? How will it serve the collective? And keep that at the center of your heart. Keep that at the center of your mind. And it will happen. Law of attraction will help it, will help bring it to you. And in here, I could see her. She's carrying a little light. You have a light. You have a flame inside of you that's asking to be cultivated now, to nurture now. When things go, when you feel like that fire energy is really good, just like getting out of control, you're getting frustrated, you're getting really like paranoid about what's going on, focus on service. Bring it down and focus on that flame. Focus and bring your attention to that flame. What that initiation, what am I here to do? I'm focusing on that one simple action of being of service, right? Versus like all this other things out in the ethers. Y'all, focus on that flame. We'll get to this. That's the archetype card for the day, but focus on that flame. Let's talk about it now. Focusing on that flame. Let's see what the archetype, because that's really calling to me right now. And let's see what it has to say. Focusing on the flame. And it's actually the first card in the tools section. So this is the archetypes deck by Kim Kearns, the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. I love this deck. And this it's divided into different sections. So this is the tool section. So the flame, I'll go ahead and read this because I feel like this needs to get said right now. As we're focusing on service, as we're focusing on our flames, if we're getting nervous. The fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is angi. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed that it's responsible for our vitality. So right here, y'all, that fire, that's where that fire lives. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. If you think of this card, call in and reignite that fire into the cup of your hands and gently around the things that you have forgotten and protect the flame. no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. So protecting that flame, holding it into your center, no matter what winds are around you, no matter what storms, you know that you can protect that flame. You know that you can protect that flame. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. Light its wick. I feel this, y'all. Ignite it. Ignite your fire now. Ignite that fire. Don't wait. Don't wait. Ignite that fire. Go for it. Go for it. It's likely that the poet or the mystic or the shaman will be called to you with the language of the flame. So look out for those cards, and those are similar archetypes. So thinking about the archetype of the poet, maybe by using your words, air, of the mystic, by using, your spiritual gifts, right? By the shaman, using the earth elements, using the elementals, and really being a shaman, knowing everything has energy, right? When in the light, health, mental clarity, good digestion. When in dark, excess heat, anger, and complete darkness. To go deeper, the light you give off by Rumi Garnard, the candle paintings. Interesting. So light that fire, y'all. Light that fire within you, and we will go in deeper into. And I think I'm going to do a separate video for this. Spirit saying to end this video here and to do a separate video speaking specifically on the archetypes. Excuse me, not on the archetypes, but there are, because I've already pulled for each individual element, but speaking specifically on each element. I lost my train of thought there, but yeah, I'm going to do a separate video. But yes, right now we're focusing on our flame, right? Making sure that it's safe. I am not going to be distracted. Candy with Pleasure Alchemy. I did a reading with her, an ancestor reading with her, and I'll make sure that I link her information below. She's amazing, 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 and she's doing like a 30-day challenge on IG. So if you want to check that out, and if you watch this in real time, I highly suggest you go back and check out some of those videos or start the journey today. I think she's like still in the teens, so there's still time to catch up. But during my reading, she told me that, and because I came to her and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm getting so many messages. I can't discern what's my emotions, what's spirit's emotions, what's my ancestors' emotions, my family lineage, like what's karma. I can't decipher. She said, girl, you need to sit and meditate. I was like, I meditate all the time. I meditate with music. I meditate with sound. I meditate with, guided meditations. No. Sit with a glass of water or a bowl of water and a flame on a white table and just be with your emotions. To nurture that flame. I was nurturing that flame when I sat at my Boveda, when I cleared my head. I had no other distraction. I just focused on that flame. And once I did, it ignited. I really figured out what I needed to do. That crown chakra was activated. That crown chakra was activated. So if you get nervous to take inspired action, again, focus on that flame, focus on being of service, and go for it. Why? Because you got it. That crown chakra is activated. Once you focus on that flame, your crown chakra will be activated. Pay attention to your ideas, as they are messages of divine truth and guidance sent to answer your prayers. So when you focus on that flame and you activate your crown chakra, you will get the answers that you need. You will get the answers that you need in order to make that initiation step, in manner to go for it. You will get all of that information that you need. And I'm seeing the full moon here shining bright. So by you taking this initiation step, planting the seeds during this new moon, just wait till we get the full moon in Aries. Something beautiful is going to happen if you pay attention to your intuition. If you focus on that flame, spend time in meditation, cultivating that flame, making sure that nothing goes around that flame or nothing hinders that flame, nothing blows it out, because it's lit, okay? We staying lit, okay? And emotional sensitivity, the angels are telling us to, in order to keep an open heart, in order to find that balance, we need to be aware of our emotional sensitivities. So be aware where those energy vampires are sucking the energy out of you, right? Be aware of your environment. Is it clean? Is it neat? Is it tidy? In order for you to have clarity to do the things that you need to do. How are your emotions? Are you emotional? Do you need to go to therapy? Do you need to go to therapy? Maybe that will help you focus on your flame. I know that helps me. I'm saying that because it helps me, y'all. I need therapy in order to help regulate my emotional sensitivities. I gain tools to find that balance, to keep an open heart. Emotion sensitivity, honor and respect your deep sensitivities as they're a gift to us all. Your emotional sensitivities are a gift to you all. A lot of our intuitive gifts are seen as curses, or as seen as something that we can't share, or something that we need to hide from everybody. If I tell somebody, oh, I just know this is going to happen to you, what does that look like? Right? But that's my gift, right? That's like, we need time to cultivate that inner flame, to work on that inner flame, exiting, canceling, clearing everything that is sucking or telling us that we can't, or telling us that we're too sensitive, right? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We know who we are. We know the fire and the light that we are supposed to be illuminating out into the collective at this time. Focus on that. Okay? Focus on your emotional sensitivity, and make sure you're finding balance and keeping your heart open at this time. So Spirit's all still saying, like, we're coming from this stage of the bear. The bear is like a time of healing. Do I have the guidebook? I want to read these too because I think it's so interesting. So after a time of healing, we are going to emerge as the butterfly. Time of healing with the bear in like the winter. We just left winter and we're entering spring. Duh, Christine. Equinox. So from the winter time, we've spent time in healing with the bear, hibernating, cultivating some of those emotions, cultivating some of those emotional sensitivities, nurturing some of these emotional sensitivities. And now we're emerging as a butterfly in spring season, right? So where have you been asked to transform, right? Where have you been asked to transform? And I think it's so interesting that first we have 37 and we have 36, right? So these cards come right after each other. So I want to read from the deck, and this is from the Sacred Cycles Guidebook, and I wanted to read this as we're entering a new cycle, a new paradigm, a new shift, a new season. Happy spring equinox. So let's see what the bear and the butterfly have to say. They're not going to be too far away from each other. So the bear, I trust in my sacred boundaries. Fiercely protective and finely attuned, the subtle seasonal shifts can be called towards hibernation. The bear brings teachers of awareness, of preparation, of discernment. With a watchful eye over our offsprings, the bear is well known for becoming uncompromising in their vigilance and is always conscious of their resources. This animal ally works with a nose in the air to snuff out the shifting winds. Snuffing out that shifting winds that might blow with your flame, and to prioritize rest. The bear guides you to intentionally take stock of your needs, asking you to question what you require to fortify the boundaries that best serve you. Now it's time to assess where your time and energy and resources are best directed. So the bear spirit is really telling us to gather, to hibernate all of those resources that can help nurture our emotional sensitivities now, so that we can emerge as the butterfly. But now we need to focus on nurturing, hibernating, gathering all of the tools you need in order to make sure that you can do the things you need to do in this world and in this time. A journal prompt. What needs to be taken care of so that I can feel safe and replenished in myself? What needs to be taken care of so that I can feel safe and replenished in myself? Is it climbing trees? Is it going in nature? Is it talking to the angels? What is it? Is it connecting with the water? Is it pulling cards? Is it being with animals? Is it looking at the moon? What needs to be taken care of so that I can feel safe and replenished in myself, so that I can take action, so that I can initiation, so that I can go for it? What needs to be taken care of? Okay. And the butterfly is telling us, I am transformed. Okay. I am transformed. Bright rings. After being cocooned in the process of the potent change, the butterfly emerges. The uncertainty of time spent in transformation is being unmade and remade, and is not forgotten as they unfold and expand. Instead, they recenter the world with the memory that informs their ability to embrace the boldness, knowing the depth that has been transferred. With a wandering color of vibrancy as their signature, the butterfly calls you to bask in your brilliance. Bask in your brilliance. Your true dynamic nature is most needed at this time. Your true dynamic nature is needed at this time. Pluto and Aquarius, we need your gifts. It's needed. Cultivate that. Am I being rough? I'm sorry. I mean, Aquarius is kind of like that. I was raised by one another. Let's see. Your true dynamic nature is most needed at this time, and will welcome you with open arms. And all when you claim it for yourself. Claim it for yourself, not for nobody else. Yes, but the thing is, yes, we know that we're helping the collective. This is humanitarian, all of that. But once we know it from ourselves, oh my gosh, it's so easy. The collective will automatically reap the benefits, right? Now is the time to let yourself be seen, to allow your extroverted tendencies to come out and play. Come out and play. We need your gifts. When you do, like the way but a butterfly effortlessly floats from one flower to another, the resources, connections, and community and support arrive to greet you. Yo, if this ain't a Pluto and Aquarius reading, I don't know what is. It's time to share your unique colors and gifts with the world. How would I like to transform the way I relate to myself? Ooh, I love that. How would I like to transform the way that I relate to myself? Because we know once you transform the way that you relate to yourself, you'll emerge as a beautiful butterfly, and automatically it will be the gifts of, what did it say? Now it's time for you to be seen. Allow the extroverted tendencies to come out. When you do, like the way the butterfly effortlessly flows from one flower to another, the resources, the connections, the community, the support will arrive to greet you. It will arrive to greet you. But first, it's asking us to be alone for now to develop your craft. Be alone for now to develop your craft. Be alone for now to develop your craft. So spend time in meditation. And I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing all the white around this as she's looking at a mirror. I don't know if this is a mirror, but spend time in meditation. Spend time at your Boveda to develop your craft. Still go for it. Don't go in hermit mode. Don't go in hermit mode. Get out there. Still do it. Still initiate. Let your extroverted tendencies fly like the beautiful butterfly. But in the beginning of your day, before you initiate, before you do any of that stuff, spend time at your Boveda. Spend time in prayer. Spend time in meditation. Spend time with your angels. Spend time with your guides. Spend time with their ancestors. Spend time with your animals. Spend time with your plants. Spend time with the water. Spend time with fire. Spend time with earth. Spend time with air. Okay? And that's going to bring us the emotional fulfillments. All of our cups will be filled. All of our cups will be filled. Will bring the emotional fulfillment. And the angel prayer is listen to that inner voice. Listen to that inner voice. Thank your angels for guiding me through my inner voice. They're speaking to us at this time. The angels, like, they're working with me especially. They are like, girl, angel readings, angel readings, angel readings. You need to be doing more angel readings, angel readings, angel readings. That's what my inner voice is telling me, because they're speaking. The angels are wanting to protect us and give us messages. Angels are the messengers They're the messengers from Spirit. They wanted to deliver us a message for the spiritual. They want to tell us how we can evolve, how we can evolve, how we can turn that power to the people. But we have to be still enough. We have to be receptive enough to listen. To listen. Let's see what they have to say. The inner voice. Sorry. The inner voice. You are protected. Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I know we are protected. Thank you for protecting us, Archangel Michael. Sorry, y'all. I thought it was the inner voice, and it's the inner voice, so I'm finding I right now. Bear with me. One day I'll have a YouTube editor that can cut all this out. For now, I just upload this and I send this straight to y'all, okay? Because I got a lot of things to do. Manifesting generator, I'm doing all the things. Inner voice. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. The angels are ready to bring you guiding thoughts and feelings and inspiring words. Praise God. Within you is strong, resilient voice that are able to use and send guidance. So take time to listen within. You've been asking for help and support from your higher realms, and they are now ready to guide you lovingly to the next step. Any loving guidance you are hearing at this time is 100% from source. Trust it. Trust it. Trust it. They're whispering. They're saying, listen to that inner voice. Speaking of inner voice, inner authority, human design. What's your inner authority? Mine is oh shoot, I'm drawing a blank. I'm gonna tell y'all to look it up. I don't even know mine. My inner authority is emotional. No, yeah, emotional. Emotional wave. Sorry, I had to think about that. Yes, an emotional wave. So for me, an emotional wave, emotional inner authority means that if something pops up within me, I need to wait till my emotions are like at an even level. Good to sleep on it before I say a hard yes or a hard no. If you're a splenic authority, you might say no automatically, like that's a hard yes, okay? If you're a reflector, a lunar authority, you might need to wait a whole lunar cycle in order to, and this is big, 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 big things, okay? It's not what I want for dinner. And let me wait till my emotional waves are, at an equilibrium, or let me wait a whole lunar cycle. This is for big shifts, right? So listen to that inner authority and trust it, knowing that it's 100% right and it's 100% from source. The inner voice is a very subtle, and it takes patience and willingness in order to listen, in order to truly hear what they're saying. But you will know when the angels are speaking to you, because whenever, and I just saw angel numbers, they speak through angel numbers as well. Because whatever they are present, you will be wholly loving and support, and there will be no rush. If your guidance is to do something that will bring harm to another person or promise excessive riches, then your ego has taken over. Close your eyes and listen to the support that is there for you now. Say a prayer and then trust. Say a prayer, then trust. So listen to that inner voice. And Spirit's also saying us, and as I look, talking about the ethers that's in the collective, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck for each of the cards that I pull. Vacuum your fears away. Final messages. Vacuum your fears away. Call upon the angel Michael and angel Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surrounding at the situation, and everyone's involved. So Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel are the ones that are coming in, yo. They're coming in hot and heavy. Archangel Michael for protection, we thank you. Archangel Gabriel for healing the collective, we thank you. Okay, vacuum that fear away, knowing that you have Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to lift that fear-based energy. Spiritual gifts. Collective 7 year. We're up leveling. We're up leveling. We're connecting with our ancestors. We're connecting with our guides. We're connecting with some of those spiritual gifts that have been passed down to us. Archangel Raziel. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. So Archangel Raziel is helping us understand those intuitive gifts when we pray and we cultivate that flame. Okay, so ask him, thank him for those spiritual gifts to help nurture some of those spiritual gifts we talked about in the beginning when we're talking about flame. You see all of this vitality, solar plexus energy. It's time to shine, y'all. It's time to go for it. Solar plexus is out. It's activated. This flame, yo. You see all of these colors? I love it. I love it. I love it. And on the bottom of the deck, and these were in the individual elements cards that I pulled, which I will be uploading later on. It won't be today, but it will be later on. I might record it today and just upload it another day. But these cards, the divine, what is it called? Divine Beloved Oracle deck. So this was on the bottom of the deck. Uncertainty, yes. We are in a time of uncertainty. Yes, 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 yes. But let me deeply trust. Let me deeply trust. May I live in the now and relax peacefully into the unfolding, knowing that all the pieces of the puzzle will fall into place at the right time and not a moment before. And not in a moment before. That is a beautiful place to leave you. I did have some self-care activities, spending time with family and movement. Spend time with family, movement, as well as spending time with animals. So that's where I'll leave you for today, those self-care energies. And just one more time, because I feel like this needs to be said, because we are living through uncertain times. With what I said about astrology, with all that I've been speaking about, we do not want to live in fear. We want to be knowledgeable about repeated patterns so that we're aware, so that we can stay calm with equanimity in times of uncertainty. And I'll leave you with this. Let me deeply trust. May I live in the now and relax peacefully into the unfolding, knowing that all the pieces of the puzzle will fall into place at the right time and not a moment before. Ayibobo, Ayibobo, Ashe, Amen. Sending you so much love, my beautiful, blessed people. Spirit has spoken. We thank your guides, my guides, our guides, the collective, angels, ancestors, Spirit. We thank you for this message today. And as we're up leveling, one way that you can make sure that your emotional sensitivities are being nourished is but through wellness. And I have a special guidebook and workbook working, kind of guiding you through intuitively feeling and being well. And that's in Notion dashboard, which a lot of my soul love offerings are housed. And y'all, I was very fulfilled in this reading, so I gotta put out my soul love offerings by Friday. I'm almost there. I got at least one, which is nurturing your natal. Oh, that might be a name. I'm playing with the names. Nurturing your natal dashboard. Nurturing your natal chart. I don't know. I'm gonna play with that, but it's a Notion offering. It's a Notion workbook, free of charge. It's my gift to you. It will take you through some journal questions and affirmations to help reprogram and decolonize your mind around wellness, in order to have you intuitively feel and be well. And it kind of gives you a peek into Notion, which is where I house all of my soul love offerings, like the Nurturing Your Natal Dashboard. Nurturing Natal Dashboard offering that I will be putting out, that will be all about your sun, moon, and rising sign, how to nurture that, how to intuitively read your own natal dashboard chart or natal chart, how to read your own natal chart. And y'all, I have been astrology, the planets have been speaking to me very, very heavily. I'm deepening my astrology practice. I'm taking luminary parenting right now to help me parent with the stars through the luminaries, and it is amazing. I'll make sure I link luminary parenting down below if you're interested in doing that, or signing up for the next course. But y'all, this is it. Power to the people, okay? Power to the people. We are here. The revolution will not be televised, will be televised, will be broadcasted, will be spared through an air sign, will be spoken. Okay, the revolution will be spoken. We are here. The monarch is falling. The people are rising. Okay, let us rise. 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 Remembering to cultivate and nurture our flame. I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna keep going. So much love to y'all. Until the next time, wait and stay tuned for your element video, which I'm excited to share as well. So sending so much love to you all on respect. Have a beautiful day.